Let's do it. Moving that ball around. Across the knuckles. Up each of those fingers. Press it against the thumb pads. Press it against the pinky pad. Interlace and just compress. And let go. One more time. And let go. And let's bounce this morning. And we've been assessing all along. We'll drop the ball, put it in the middle of the foot, and step down 3 times. Bring it up to the knuckles. And press down once going across. So I mentioned that I was taking some extra certifications in Tai Chi and cancer exercise. Now slide it across the knuckles. And functional aging. Now I've had a bunch of certifications in quote senior fitness over the years, but this has been the best. And I finally, well, I didn't finally, I finished it this morning, took the quiz, final quiz, and got my certification. So 1 down, 2 to go. The cancer exercise is going to be a tough one. Roll it down to bones. Bring it to the back of the foot at the top of the heel and get the cat out of the way and roll it across the top of the heel. Come down to right below the knuckle of the big toe and press down. Side of the top of the heel. Over the middle of the 5th metatarsal. Roll it down each of the bones. Did we do that? I don't know. We'll do it again if we did. And scribble. Three, two, one. Other foot after we assess how this one feels. 1, 2, 3. Bring it up to the knuckles. Slide it across the knuckles. Bring it down to the top of the heel and slide it by pivoting on the toes. Press below the knuckle of the big toe. Roll it down a little bit. And then over to the other side. Roll it down. And scribble. And get rid of the ball, do a little reassessment. Find that triangle. We're going to be looking for that again later. 30% on the big toe, 30% on the little toe, and 30% on the heel. Nice and balanced. And let's do some more chops. Go right. Let's march in place. Or jog. And you can pick up the pace in a little while if you'd like, or just stay at this level, either by running faster, or going all out as I will, or doing some jacks or rapid squats. We're doing some deep squats as part of the isometric, but the rapid squats are different. I'm on a sprint this morning in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. 10, 15, 20. Deep breath. Another deep breath. Let's twist at the waist and swing the arms. And center. 2 deep breaths. Rub the hands together. Cultivate some chi. Form that chi bowl. Shifting your weight as it leads you around from one leg to the other. You're shifting your weight from one leg to the other. Even if you're keeping that one leg on the ground, put 90% in the other. Let it flow like water. And let's center. 2 deep breaths. And do some ocean wave breathing. Coming back down. And center. Nice breath. Fingers and thumb together. Leg comes out. The other end starlight. Center. Other side. And center 2 deep breaths. Let's interlock the hands, bring them up over the head, stretch up, and stay here unless you can do a back extension, in which case do so. And come up, stretch to one side. And then the other. Back to center and slowly coming down, pressing out at the chest. And down. Just run up one arm around the body at the throat and press on that elbow. Other arm. One arm behind the back at the top, the other arm underneath. Try to touch the fingers. If you can pull on the fingertips or even further down, do so. If not, just get as close as you can. Maybe you can inch it a little bit further, closer together, further closer, a little bit closer together. Reverse the position of the hands, try the other side. Could be better, could be worse. Could be the same. And come down. Let's swim with a forward crawl. And a backstroke. And a breaststroke. Let's leave the arms out and rotate in one direction and then the other. Thumbs up and down, up and down, up and down. And down, bring the arms in and shrug. Then roll back. And forward. Let's rotate the neck. And the other direction. Let's grab the head across the top and pull it towards the shoulder. And then the other way. And let's grab a pole. Let's start by putting the pole in the palms and bending over, hinging at the hips and stretching the quads. And coming up. I'm sorry, we were stretching the hamstrings there. We're stretching the quads now by lifting up. I knew something sounded wrong. Lifting up the one leg, holding on to the toes, also stretching that ankle. And then the other quad. Spread the legs apart and lunge and stretch the inner thigh. And go the other way. And let's stretch the calf. Front leg's 90-90, back leg is straight behind you, trying to touch that heel to the floor. Reverse the position of the legs, get the other calf. And come up. And let's rotate out. And in. And punch. Flop the wrists. Switch the position, palms up and flop. Do some bicep curls. Flip flop. Lateral. And switch directions. Whoops. Stick behind your back and the crook of the elbows. Rotate at the waist. Keep going unless you can do extensions, in which case do so. Come back up. Let the stick drop to your palms and lift it behind you. little bit more, a little bit more, and bring it back. Back in the crook of the elbows, tuck in your chin and peck like a pigeon. And bring it around. We're going to be doing isometrics today, so we'll start with the feet. We're going to come up on our toes for 21 seconds. A little bit of a progression. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Great. And now up on our heels for 21. 1, 2, 3, 4. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. And come down. Good. All right. We're not going to start with toe scrunches today because at the end I'm going to do something called the short foot, which is a lot like a toe crunch, but slightly different. And I'll explain that when we get there. We're going to start with the low squat. So you might want to put something in front of you, hold on to the stick or have a chair. You want to go down as low as you can. You want to spread your legs more than shoulder width apart. Separate, your toes will be pointed out and you can get down lower that way. And I'm probably about 6, 7. If you want, you can sort of rock back and forth. Let's say that's 10, 11, 12. We'll go to 21, 2, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, a slow 21 and up. Ah, good. All right, let's do prayer pose and press in. 5, 6, 7, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Biceps. Just press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nineteen, 20, 21. Good. Little self-arm wrestling. One hand palm up, the other hand on top of it. Put it on the side of on the hip where the palm is up, and press down as you press up. 2, 3. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Other side. 1, 2. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Let's do the neck. Palm on the side of the head and press. 2. And let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. $17, $18, $19, and $20. Hands behind the head. 1, 2, and then finally in front of the head, pressing forward. And 20, good. If you can, let's get, well, we're gonna do planks. So you can do them any number of ways. You can do them against the wall. Just stand at about a 45-degree angle, put your palms against the wall or your forearms, and tighten your core and press in. Next progression would be, let me switch, or I'll bring that down to being on your forearms, tighten your core, and finally you can be on your toes. And we're going to hold for 21, whichever way you choose. 3, 4, 5, 6. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Good. And we won't do a side plank. We'll get up. And I want to do the short foot I mentioned. So if you have a chair, grab a chair. And if you have shoes and socks on, please take them off. It'll be easier to feel this without shoes on. I'll wait a second and explain. What we're doing is pressing down on the big toe in such a way that it creates a slight arch in the foot, which shortens the foot. And it also strengthens the intrinsic, the inside muscles of the foot, but it also sends a signal up to the pelvic floor and the hip flexors and the glutes and activates them and brings them into play as you're using your feet, adding to your stability. So this is a great way to add to your stability if you have any imbalance issues. All right, I'm assuming everybody's sitting, have their feet on the floor. You want to spread the weight equally. As we've talked about, you know, the little toe, the big toe, and the heel. Now, spread your toes out as best you can. And now press down on your big toe into the floor, and you'll feel your feet arching, right? Now you don't want it curling back, it's just pressing, the big toe is pressing directly into the floor and your foot is arching a bit. Now we're going to stand up and shift the weight to one foot, let's say the right foot. Bend the knee a little bit, put the weight on that right foot, and press that toe into the ground for a couple of seconds. 3, 2, 1, and let go. And we'll do 2 more sets of that. Same leg. All right, press the big toe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release. And one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and release. And then the other side, bend that knee slightly, put all the weight on that left foot. You still have the right foot for maintaining balance, and press. 4, 5, 6, 7, release. Press into the big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, release. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and release. Good. That's called the short foot exercise. Who's the name of the guy? I forget. I'm gonna have to look up the guy who came up with that. Let you know next time. Let's just do one more thing. Now that we've got our feet nice and stabilized and they're no shoes on, let's just try to stand on one foot for 21 seconds. 2, 3, 4. You can hold a pole for leaning on if you need it. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then go to the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I slowed down there because I sped up when I was about to tumble. It's good to about tumble. It's good to wobble a little bit. All right. Let's take 2 deep breaths. And open up our hearts. Pausing and sending that energy back out. Two deep breaths. And bringing down heavily chi. Going down for some earth chi. And emerging with aha! Satnam.
Tom, I have a question.
Sure.
When we're doing that foot exercise, pressing your toe down,
Yes. Uh-huh.
does your heel come up or not?
No, no.
Oh,
You want to just press the big toe into the floor. It's like it wants to curl backwards, but it can't because the floor is in the way, right? So it's just pressing into the floor, but you feel your arch coming up. That's why it's called a short foot. So,
I
right?
see. I don't feel much going up my leg though.
Not yet, but you will.
Okay.
I guess
Sure.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question too. This one,
Yes.
I have to use a towel and it's difficult. Like I can grip with one hand and then I have to try to ratchet down with the other hand to
I have
pull.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
it more important that the bottom hand gets stretched, or should I be holding with the top hand and pulling, or is it individual? Because
what you want to do is extend the reach. So just pull both hands. And, you could use a band or a strap too, besides the towel.
Yeah, the thing is, it seems like I can't pull both. I have to choose one that's a grip and the other, like I can pull it. And I try to ratchet my hand down so that I'm stretching both, but maybe I just need to do it for longer.
Well, why don't you alternate?
Yeah.
Because you want to get your upper hand further down and your lower hand further up.
Okay.
So on alternate turns, or even, we're only doing it once. A lot of these exercises that we do, you do numerous sets on. I'm just trying to do a wide variety of things and in a short amount of time. But I would alternate, so you're pulling down on the upper hand and then pulling up on the lower. Trying
Makes sense.
To go both ways. Yeah. Any other questions? Love questions. So today's a roller day. Not the most popular of days, but for those of you who would like to do some rolling, okay, good. Those of you who have have a ball, we'll start with the ball, and then we will do a roller, and you could use either a soft roller or a hard roller. We're going to do the calf with the ball, and then the side of the leg with the roller. So if you have really tender sides of the legs, you might want to use a soft roll if you have a choice. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera position. Where am I? There we go. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water. And I will be with you in a second. Okay, so here we are. So take the ball and place it down by the ankle. And your hands are behind you, providing leverage and support. And just roll that ball up your calf. Three or four times. Trying to find the tender spot. Of course, you reach the meaty part of the calf. You might want to roll it around side to side, trying to find that one spot that is particularly tight or tender. All right, I've got a candidate right there. And so, as usual, we'll just lean into it for about 20 seconds. You can put your other leg on top of that leg above the knee if you want to add pressure. Maybe you don't. But if you need more pressure, do so. And I would move your leg back and forth laterally so that the ball is going across the muscle grain, sort of twisting your leg. And come off it, roll back down and up one more time. And go to the other calf. And starting above the ankle. Head in a direction where there are no dogs or cats directly in front of you. Trying to find that tender spot. Oh, there we go. And holding. Five, four, three, two, one, and then rolling again. Up and down. And, you know, as with everything, you might want to get some other spots here. As you're rolling up and down, you might find another spot that needs attention. And by all means, go back later and do it. But in the meantime, we'll go to the roller and do the side of the leg. I'm going to be adventuresome and use the hard roller. Again, on this one, you want to start above the knee. Lower knee, you're leaning on your elbow. Your other leg, the sole of the foot is on the floor for support and leverage. And I've got one forearm on the floor and the other pushing. Hurts, huh? The TFL, tensor fascia latae. Up and down, about an inch per second. Now you can use your hand to decrease the pressure. It's too much. Going up and down 3 or 4 times, about an inch per second. And again, trying to find the most tender spot, because that is where you will stop and hold. And then flex your leg 3 or 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just roll up and down one more time. Trying to see if there's another spot that you want to come back to later. And switch legs. Start. Start going over here. Over here. Up here. Okay. And rolling up. and down. A lot of candidates on this portion of the leg for most people. And down. All right, I'm gonna stay right here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Flex 3 or 4 times. And roll up and down one more time. And that's it. Hopefully your legs are feeling loose and limber. Everybody good?
Thank you, yes.
Good. All right. I'll see you in the morning. Take care, Jessica. Hal, take care. Suzanne and me. Ciao.
Take care, T. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
Take care.